And we're back at Universal Studios Florida to give you guys a Halloween Horror Nights update. Meaning that we're going to check out all the new construction. There's a lot going on in the park. A lot. Which means we're going to start right here in the front. Check out some of the lights. Now these lights have possibly been here for a long time, but we're going to take a peek at them, see how they look. Right when you walk into the park, you're going to see some lights right along here and up there. Of course, this right here is supposed to be a scare zone. It was a scare zone last year. It's where we had Oddfellow, and it looks like this year will be very similar. Lighting all across the board. Speaker right there, another speaker on that side. This is a scare zone location, and I'm very excited to check it out. We've had 2 scare zones announced since the last time that I filmed a video, so it's very exciting. I'll get to those very soon. Right here behind me, right in front of Universe, is where they had a scare zone prop that was massive for Oddfellow, and I wonder if they're going to bring back that same type of entrance feel, kind of Horror Nights gate over there with a big truss, which is not here yet, and then a set piece here. I'm not sure, potentially, maybe, but like I said earlier, there's 2 scare zones that were announced. Those 2 are, I'll put them on the screen, Torture Faire and Swamp of the Undead. Very excited for both, and just based on pictures I've seen when it comes down to scare zone construction, I think we pretty much know where one of them is already. Now moving from Production Central over to Hollywood, we can see that there's a little bit of lighting now. Now this was possibly here before, like I said earlier, but first time I'm seeing it. The lighting trusses that were over here also now have speakers. At least this one, that one over there doesn't. But this one has 2 very big speakers. Very cool to see. We love a lighting truss with speakers. Shows that we're gonna hear some stuff. But it's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite things to see. And the one over there, of course, it has the wiring connecting to it right now. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that from here. But in the meantime, there's more lighting above Schwab's, above Studio Styles. And then right here, you can actually see the wire. That's going from the building to there. This is where the speaker will be, potentially, if it's going to be similar to the one on the opposite side. So, very nice. And now I just crossed the street here, right next to Mel's. We're going to go to the little area over here that last time it was just lighting trusses. But now there is more than just the lighting trusses. There's no booth set up yet, but here's the big truss that we had last time. And on the opposite side of this, and we can see some of the lighting that they've added that I can see from a distance. We'll take a peek at it right now. This is very odd to me. So the lights here in Battery Park are all pointed down to the ground. So they'll possibly illuminate this walkway, potentially. But it's odd. So there's 6 trusses. The first one, the third one, the fourth one, and the 6th one all have lighting. However, the ones in the center don't. We'll see what happens. I mean, first time we've had trusses over here. Maybe it'll just make this area right here nice and lit up. And I'm also just realizing they took the tables out that were over here. It's very odd, but I mean, it makes sense. It's more space if they do want to make this a walkway or an area for people to come during Horror Nights. But nonetheless, very exciting stuff here. Now moved away next to Cafe La Bamba because, well, we have string lights up. So I don't know if you guys see them. I'll record it when I'm standing up here. But there's string lights up here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lighting trusses over here that are holding up string lights. Now typically this is usually just like a regular area, like where they sell food, because obviously they sell food in Cafe La Bamba. And then of course the addition of the lights makes it look really nice. So very excited to see. It's a little touch, it's a little thing. It's not so much a Halloween Horror Nights thing, it's more of a light thing. But speaking of Halloween Horror Night things, the zone that a lot of people are thinking is Swamp of the Undead, right here in Central Park, has a whole lot of props. Now the last time that we saw this scare zone, it was nothing but lighting trusses. Now we have physical props, and I mean so much stuff's going on, whether it's a dock, whether it's lights, whether it's just random things placed places. It's fantastic, and I'm so excited to see how this turns out. Now with this being potentially, it's not confirmed yet, but with this potentially being the Swamp of the Undead, I really, really, really hope there's some kind of like laser fog, like laser fog swamp. Now, if you guys don't know what those look like, they're literally the scariest thing to me in a haunted house setting, but you never know. I don't know if Universal will do that, but they possibly can. And truthfully, I can't wait to see how they put this zone together, what the actors are going to look like. Yes, it's potentially going to be a zombie scare zone, but hold out for hope, because there can be some really cool stuff here just based on the set pieces alone. I'm excited. Oh, that's kind of cool. So they have some lighting right here. So essentially, it'll go through these shears and make kind of like a ripple effect going across. It's going to look really cool when it's all said and done. Now over here we also have another bridge, which tells us there's Horror Nights instruction, if you had no idea what it was. Now traveled from Central Park all the way across the park back to Men in Black to come look at the newly announced Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. They have the lighting up. Of course, they usually put this tarp up sometime in August, so we'll see it very soon. But it's nice to see some lighting up here. And along with this, we can also turn around here, and there's some lighting over here on the bridge. As you see, there is some right there, some right there, and then the lighting truss that's over here on the bridge has lights, which is pretty nice to see. We love seeing this. It's one of my favorite things in the park. It's like our favorite thing during almost haunt season, the lead up to haunt season, construction season. But here we go. I wonder if they're going to put food booths out here again, but we don't know that answer until it happens. So there's the truss. The one that's always over here next to Diagon isn't here yet either. But hey, very soon. But in the meantime, going into Diagon, we'll see that there's some stuff going on in there as well. Over here in Diagon, they have a ton of stuff that was here last year. So if you guys saw a Death Eater show, I'm pretty sure it'll most likely do the same thing. However, you never know, it could be a little spiced up. I really hope that they're more interactive with their scares this year. But so far, just taking a peek at all the stuff that's here, very exciting stuff to see, and I can't wait to see what these Death Eaters are going to bring to the table, and if it's going to feel more like a scare zone or more like live entertainment. This right here is the stage of which the Death Eaters had their show. It was really impressive whenever they came out here. There was a big flare of fire, and they all appeared, and they all came straight out here. And honestly, I felt very impressed. As someone that's not like a huge Harry Potter fan, but I do enjoy the movies, I thought it was fantastic. And truthfully, I can't wait to see it again. Hopefully with more Death Eaters. I think one of my favorite things about Diagon and the Death Eaters all together is that they can really just go anywhere. They can walk from the entrance to the exit. They can go into stores in Nocturnally. And honestly, it's such a nice touch. Granted, yes, it's not the scariest zone. However, it is a lot of fun. And I've heard, I'm not sure, I'm going to test this out this year, that you can go and see them during Stay-In Street. Their first set is super early. I don't know. We'll see when time is due. But right now we're going to go ahead and look over here in San Francisco as some trusses have shown up that are very intriguing. Right here is we had our Peacock Bar sign. Well, the Halloween Horror Nights sign, but now there is a platform. Very intriguing. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Is it going to be a step and repeat photo op? Or is there going to be an actor up here? Or is it going to be a bar? You never know when it comes down to Horror Nights. But there's also no big truss up here, but there is lighting way back there. So, who knows? Will this be the Peacock Bar again? I don't know, but we'll find out in due time. And now we look into San Francisco. In general, we see there is a lot, and I mean a lot of lighting back here. And a huge truss. But paired along with that, there's also this big thing right here. And then something's missing that's usually always here. This is the exit to Fast and Furious. But the thing that's missing is the cars. There's no cars. I don't know. This could be very interesting. I didn't notice that sign before. San Francisco Transit Authority. But maybe they utilize this for the scare zone. I don't really think that'll happen, but it's a possibility and we can't really factor it out. Very exciting times, for sure, when it comes down to Halloween Horror Nights construction. I always love this little section. It's like speculation, but with physical props, meaning that it changes almost daily. And with that, I also want to say this truss is massive. This looks like the same size as the sign they usually put in the front for the Halloween Horror Nights thing, which is a big entrance sign, the neon sign, but I'm not sure if this is the same thing. Also, it kind of feels like I'm just staring at the disaster queue with no cars down there. It's kind of cool. All right, guys, we're now in New York, to which, again, like I said in my last video, I don't really see much props coming out here until literally the week before, or maybe before that, but you never know. We do have a whole lot of lighting though, and I mean a lot. We got lighting here, lighting there, lighting down there, lighting right there. Lighting trusses are quite literally everywhere in New York, and I'm really excited to see when they start putting props out, when they announce all the zones, what can possibly be here. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I am nonetheless very excited to see what this will shape out to be. We're here in New York. Let me let Rocky come by real quick. We have our lighting up on the lighting truss now. Not just this one. No. Hey, New York Library. One of my favorite things to see during Horror Nights. This one as well. I have to get a little bit closer because it's a little dark now because it's getting late. But look at that lighting. Very soon, this shall be projecting, hopefully, a big 33 onto this public library. And honestly, I can't wait to see, hopefully, see these guys in the Frozen Empire house. I think it'll be a fun time. Nonetheless, I'm excited all around for everything that's coming to Horror Nights this year. That being said, I am, like I said, so excited for Horror Nights. I bought this hat at the Hard Rock. It's actually limited number. They only sell in 288. I got number 18. Fun fact, I started this YouTube channel in 2018, so getting number 18 was just the icing on the cake. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are excited for Horror Nights as I am. There'll be another video on this very soon, so look out for that. I can't wait to see what other props are going to show up. I can't wait to see how this event is going to shape up. I got my ticket. I'll pick it up in the next video so you guys can see how the process is to pick up a ticket at the Will Call kiosk. And with all that being said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you're most excited for Horror Nights this year. Subscribe if you guys already haven't done so. Stay excellent, my dudes.